Commonwealth Games champion Vinesh Fogart said Tuesday in a letter to PM Modi and posted on X that she is returning her Khel Ratna and Arjun Award. She has highlighted how oppressor Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has ridiculed the protesting female wrestlers. Many thanks to the powerful man who has driven me into this situation, Vinesh said. Comes days after Olympic medalist Sakshi Malik quit wrestling. Four-time World Championship medalist Bajrang Punia returned his Padma Shri, and the Sports Ministry suspended the newly elected Wrestling Federation of India. A mysterious explosion was reported behind the Israel embassy in central Delhi on Tuesday evening, leaving the intelligence agencies and city police in a tizzy. There were no casualties, but a letter addressed to the Israeli ambassador was seized from the spot, threatening retaliation and revenge. It had phrases like resistance of Zionists and references to Palestine and Gaza, said a senior cop. An embassy spokesperson said, "We can confirm that there was a blast at close proximity to the embassy this evening. The Delhi police and the security team are investigating." A Delhi police statement said the forensics experts have examined the spot. The low-intensity blast came a day after the assassination of Brigadier General Okay. PM Modi discussed the West Asia situation over phone with Saudi Crown Prince and PM Mohammed bin Salman bin Abu Al Saud while reviewing progress in ties. Modi reiterated India's long-standing position on the Israel-Palestine issue and called for humanitarian aid to affected people. The two leaders also discussed the conflict in the Red Sea, emphasizing the need for maintaining maritime security and the freedom of navigation, said a readout. Modi had earlier discussed the threat to maritime security from Iran-backed Houthi rebels with Israeli PM Netanyahu. Bolstered by its success in the recent state polls, BJP is geared up to finalize its Lok Sabha candidates early amid indications that the party leadership is considering encouraging a few heavyweights who are in the Rajya Sabha to take the field. Sources said the success of the experiment of announcing its list early worked well in the state polls, helping the party get a vital head start over its rivals besides smoothing the ruffled sentiments of two we have considered. The momentum is in our favor and things are going to only improve from now on, making in the right time to go for repeat. Also for blooding those who, while useful and big names in their own individual right, have not been put in the ring, a source said. This will enhance the standing of individuals concerned while creating openings for others in Rajya Sabha, the source said, while emphasizing that no final decision has been taken yet. Sources said announcing the Lok Sabha slate earlier, much before the declaration of the schedule of the Election Commission, makes more sense because the popularity of PM Narendra Modi, the single most important factor in the success in the party's view, is going to be play directly and much more strongly for the central elections. Sources said during the two-day national office bearers meeting, state president of MP, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh made presentations highlighting how early announcement of candidates, a shift from previous practice, delivered good results for the party as a large number of nominees figuring in the first two lists won comfortably. Sources said the party might start announcing candidates by the end of January, although poll dates are expected only in February or March. In a stern warning, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh said Tuesday India will track down those behind the recent drone attacks on India-bound commercial ships in the Indian Ocean region, even from the depths of the seas, and take tough action against them. Following the attack on merchant navy ships MV Champ Pluto and MV Sai Baba, the Navy has deployed 4 state-of-the-art warships and surveillance aircraft in the Arabian Sea to secure commercial sea traffic. For the second day running, dense fog reduced visibility at IGI airport to 50 meters on Tuesday morning, leading to 12 Delhi-bound flights being diverted to Jaipur and Ahmedabad and over 50 flights getting delayed. Severe fog is expected to continue for 2-3 days. While the city's average AQI remained in the very poor range at 377 for the second day, forecasters said it is likely to dip back to the severe zone on Wednesday. Although the skies are expected to remain clear, foggy conditions along with a low ventilation index and unfavorable wind speed will mean that pollutants are unlikely to get dispersed. The construction of 1.5 kilometer long bridge over the Yamuna River for the Delhi Ghaziabad Meerut Regional Rapid Transport System corridor is complete. An official of the National Capital Region Transport Corporation, which is executing the project, has said the bridge, almost parallel to the DND flyover, will connect the RRTS station of Sarai Kale Khan and New Ashoknagar. Construction of a bridge over the mainstream of the Yamuna River for the Delhi Ghaziabad Meerut RRTS corridor has been completed. The total length of the bridge is 1.6 km. Of this, the length of the bridge built on the river is about 626 meters and remaining is over the Khadar area of the both the side, the official of NCRTC said. This is the 25th bridge to come up in the 22-kilometer stretch of the Yamuna River from Wazirabad Barrage and Okhla Barrage, according to data compiled by the South Asia Network on Dams, Rivers and People. Among the major bridges over the Yamuna River are the ISBT Metro Bridge towards Sahadra and Welcome and Delhi Metro Bridges towards Mayur Vihar, as well as near Okhla Bird Sanctuary Station, the old Loha Pul Railway Bridge, Delhi Anand Vihar Railway Bridge and the other bridges. The Forest Department is creating a bamboo in Galipur village in Najafgarh with the plantation of over 100 bamboo species from across the country. This will be the second bamboo stem in the city, with another coming up at Bansera on the Yamuna floodplain. For the bamboo stem in Galipur, 8,000 bamboos of 101 species, 82 bamboos each of one species will be planted in the village. Varied bamboo species will be planted here. It will help in conserving the good quality of bamboo species and will also aid in conservation of Jainpul, a senior forest official said, adding that the forest department has invited tenders. The official claimed that the plantation of bamboo species on the Yamuna floodplain has shown good results. We are expecting a similar result in Galipur village, he added. The three new criminal laws, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita and Bharatiya Saksha Adhiniyam, notified on Monday, are likely to come into force only after a few months, with the intervening period meant to prepare and equip the criminal justice system for a smooth transition from the British era criminal codes and laws. Sources said the date from which the new criminal codes will come into force may be notified in a month or so, but the date of enforcement could be 3-4 months thereafter. The full implementation of the laws involving updating of criminal justice infrastructure, software, training of human resources and complete computerization of courts is expected to take much longer, with a targeted December 24 timeline for all union territories. The states may, depending on their capacity and resources, indicate own timeline for full implementation of these procedures, the complete manual of which will be shared with them by Center. Explaining the justification for the likely gap between notifying the date of enforcement and actual enforcement, a senior officer said that this will allow time for publishing of books containing the codified laws and reaching them to the various cogs in the criminal justice wheel. The law enforcement agencies, right down to the beat constable, lawyers, prosecutors, and all levels of judiciary, particularly the lower judiciary, since the numbering of sections, list of offences, and criminal justice procedure have undergone a drastic change in the new courts. Those enforcing and practicing criminal law will need these books for ready reference and study for a smooth switchover to the new regime. Sources told that various systematic changes need to be made before cops start registering FIR as per the provisions of new criminal justice codes. Crime and criminal tracking network system software will need to be updated as data relating to all FIR are now being fed to CCTNS by over 99% of the country's police station. Since the new FIR will invoke sections as per new laws which bear little resemblance to sections in the IPC, CRPC and Indian Evidence Act, CCTNS software will have to be bought in sync. Following protests in many districts, Uttarakhand is likely to make key amendments in its land law, making it tougher for people from other states to buy land in the state. In 2003, ND Tiwari, the then CM, introduced an amendment that allowed outsiders to purchase land in hill areas up to a limit of 500 square meter. The limit was reduced to 250 square meter by BJP government led by BC Khanduri to prevent sale and purchase of large plot in hill districts. In 2017, however, former CM Trivendra Rawat lifted all such restrictions to attract investment in the hilly areas. In municipal areas, though, there are no much restriction for people of other states, but local residents are now demanding that power to buy land even in municipal areas be curtailed to 250 square meter and a complete ban be imposed on the sale of land in rural areas. The state government has formed a 5-member committee for a detailed study of a draft report submitted by a panel headed by ex-Chief Secretary Subhas Kumar in 2022, which had made 23 recommendations. Sources said the state, on the basis of the recommendations, may limit the sale and purchase of land in the hills. Terrorists cannot scare the people of J&K Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha said on Tuesday. Now it is time to stand together against these anarchists, he said, adding that the nation resolves to bring peace and development to the Union Territory. Attempts are being made to disturb peace in J&K. Terrorism and the whole ecosystem supporting it need to be eliminated, said Sinha while addressing an event on the occasion of Veer Bal Divas at Gurudwara Bhagwati Nagar, Jammu. He paid homage to Sahibjadas, the 4 sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and said the four Sahibjadas were the embodiment of courage, valor and sacrifice. Their life, ideals and bravery remain unparalleled throughout history. The LG said that the UT had moving forward under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, under whose guidance the Anand Marriage Act, providing statutory recognition to marriage rituals of Sikhs fulfilling their long-standing demand to not have solemnized their marriages under the Hindu Marriage Act, has been implemented in Jammu and Kashmir. If Article 370 had remained in J&K, the Act would not have become a reality, he added. PM and Samajwadi Party leader Dimple Yadav reached her Lok Sabha constituency Mainpuri on Tuesday and said, "We have not been invited as yet, but even if we do not get the invitation to the Ram Temple consecration ceremony in Ayodhya, we will go later in any case after the scheduled date," reports this. Dimple, the wife of former UP CM Akhilesh Yadav, further said, "Worship and faith should not be tied to politics." Not calling Akhilesh Yadav shows the BJP way thinking. It is not enough to talk about Lord Rama and his ideals. His character should be adopted in our hearts too. Slamming BJP, the MP said the simultaneous suspension of over 140 MPs from the parliament is unfortunate. I am also one of those suspended. This has not happened in any other country but only here. She said the government is scared it has misused the Enforcement Directorate, Central Bureau of Investigation and Income Tax. The government does not want to hear the truth and is afraid of discussing it in the parliament. The public's attention is being diverted by raising all kind of issues. Last week, SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav's uncle Shivpal Yadav had said in Muzaffarnagar that BJP was trying to take credit for the temple construction ceremony in Ayodhya. He pointed out that the construction work was underway following the Supreme Court's directive and SP leaders were yet to receive any invitation for the January 22 consecration. PM Narendra Modi on Tuesday said, as Indians were now feeling proud of their virasat, the world's perspective about the country had also changed, adding that he was happy to see the nation shedding the Gulami ki mansikta. The PM made the remarks at a program here to mark Veer Bal Divas observed across the country to mark the martyrdom of Guru Gobind Singh's son Sahibjadas Baba Jorawar Singh and Baba Fateh Singh. Modi had announced in January last year that December 26 would be observed as Veer Bal Divas. In its second year, the PM said the day was being observed not just in India but internationally too, as programs were organized in the US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, UAE and Greece. Till we did not respect our heritage, the world did not give importance to our heritage. Today, when we are feeling pride in our heritage, the world's viewpoint has also changed. I am happy to see that country is now coming out of the mindset of slavery. Today's India has faith in its people, its capabilities and its inspirations. The PM said, Veer Bal Divas is symbolic of the resolve of the never say die attitude for the protection of Bhartiyata. This day reminds us that age does not matter when it comes to heights of bravery. The PM said, calling it a celebration of the heritage of the Sikh Gurus. Modi said the courage and ideals of Guru Gobind Singh and his 4 Veer Sahibjadas embolden every Indian even today. He also remembered the sacrifices made by the family of Baba Motiram Mehra and devotion of Diwan Todramal. Recalling the battles of Chamkaur and Sher Hind, the PM Modi said his history could not be forgotten, adding that Indians had faced cruelty and despotism with dignity. Modi said the whole world was acknowledging India as the land among the foremost lands of opportunities, hailing India's youth power as an unparalleled resource and its pivotal role in the country's development story. He said, what will developed India of 2047 look like? That big picture has to be drawn by our youth. He added that once India became the 3rd largest economy, it would benefit the youth the most, and it would mean better health, education and development opportunities, quality of life and quality products. He went on to reiterate the call he gave from the Red Fort, Yahi samay hai. The next 25 years will showcase India's capabilities, he added. Modi also spoke about the sacrifices of iconic tribal anti-colonial warrior Birsa Munda, whose birth anniversary on November 15 has been observed as Gaurav Janjatiya Divas since 21, and other freedom fighters and bravehearts. The PM advised the youth to prioritize physical and mental health and also do digital detox. When the youth of India will be fit, only then they can be superhit in their life and career, he said. He called for stepping up the fight against drugs and urged religious leaders and civil society organizations, among with the government and families, to create a strong national campaign against drugs. Setting a target of 35 Lok Sabha seats in Bengal in 24, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and BJP National President JP Nadda on Tuesday formed a 15-member core election management committee to lay the groundwork for the campaign. The committee has 4 central observers for Bengal, but interestingly leaves out 4 junior union ministers from the state. The Bengal BJP will will is to meet on December 31 with all MPs, MLAs and office bearers to form a poll strategy. Give 35 seats to Modi ji from the land of Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. I guarantee the Modi ji will make Sonar Bangla. If we can achieve 77 seats from seats from zero, then we can form a government with two-third majority too. Shah told BJP Karyakartas at a meeting at the National Library. Forming a BJP government in Bengal will mean an end of infiltration, cattle smuggling and citizenship to religiously persecuted people through CAA, he added. Nadda said that Trinamool government in Bengal changes the name of central schemes and runs them as its own and indulges in corruption. We should expose the dark deeds of this government. Referring to the controversy over TMC leader Mahua Moitra giving her Lok Sabha credentials to unauthorized persons, Shah said she is trying to safeguard that MP. How many questions were asked about the poor in Bengal? They will never do that because the poor cannot give them expensive gifts. Shah was also critical of Kalyan Banerjee's mimicry of Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. Shah and Nadda formed a committee headed by Central Observer Sunil Bansal. This. The core committee will be expanded to form a 150-member election management team by January, said a Bengal BJP leader, adding the social media team, which is likely to see the presence of a number of influencers, will be enhanced. Shah has asked BJP leaders to focus more on rural voters during the campaign. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge again played down his name being floated as a leader of the India bloc and said it was more important that the anti-BJP coalition wins the seats nationally beside performing well in Bihar. Kharge's remark came in a meeting with Bihar Congress leaders where it was said that his name being proposed for the alliance leadership during the recent India meeting has had a good impact. Kharge's alacrity in dismissing it echoed what he did in the meeting of opposition leader last week, as well as in his comments to the media, a move reflecting the concern that it was spark internal tussle in the alliance. Kharge and Rahul Gandhi on Tuesday held a meeting with the state units of Bihar, J&K and Ladakh and Punjab over preparations of 24 polls. Meanwhile, no Punjab leader spoke in favor of an alliance with AAP, barring Navjot Sidhu, who said the fight was against BJP. Some spoke strongly against a pact, arguing the state government was victimizing the party workers. However, they left the decision on a leadership. Karnataka's Chief Minister Siddharamaiah Tuesday launched registration of the Yuva Nidhi scheme, under which unemployment graduates and diploma holders will get monthly cash assistance. With this, the Congress is on the road to fulfilling all 5 guarantees it promised to the people ahead to the assembly election, Siddharamaiah said. Beside providing monetary assistance, his government would also try to provide employment to the youth and added that all vacant posts in the government would be filled soon. Taking a dig at Prime Minister Narendra Modi for saying the state would go bankrupt if the Congress implemented all its poll guarantees, the Karnataka CM said, "Is Modi an expert in economics? Our government has implemented all 5 guarantees, but still the state is financially very strong. In 2014, Modi had promised 2 crore jobs every year. Has he fulfilled his promise? Modi is the biggest liar in the history of the country. Under Yuva Nidhi applicants who did their graduation in 23 and remained unemployed for 6 months will get rupees 3,000 per month for 2 years, while diploma holders will receive rupees 1,500 per month. If any beneficiary get a job or start his or own work business within 2 years, the assistance will stop. The government has plans to disburse the amount to the beneficiaries' accounts from January 12. About 4 lakh graduates and 48,000 diploma holders graduated in the state in 22-23. Eligible candidates can register on the Sevanidhi portal at Gram 1, Karnataka 1, Bengaluru 1 and Bapuji Seva Kendras. The documents required for registration are SSLC and PU marksheet cards, ration card, and employment registration card. I think this is